It's complete. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Chiefs 8. Bears nothing.
Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Bears first down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Dixon stop. Taken down back at
To the air, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis. And they're to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Nico Remigio deep for KC. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's stopped right at the 25 after
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. That one caught by Rice. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's good.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow.
Will set up for the 2-point.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
16.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Incomplete. It's now second down and 20.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Williams. That is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they got to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
No gain on the play.
To throw, it's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Williams. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
You got Pippen! Pippen!
Looking to throw. Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Back to throw. Williams.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this offense is wasting no time getting into the flow of the game. They've come out throwing. 2 quick completions have this defense on their heels as they're already across midfield and driving.
They toss it to Pacheco.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Another completion here to Hunt.
And bulldozing his way through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
They do a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 31-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yellow.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go, Lou Lady.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Yellow. Right side.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Down the left sideline. And they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
What is up?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What is up?
To the air, Williams. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Swift.
Touchdown Bears! DeAndre Swift from 3 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case...
And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down.
Looking to throw. Williams. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll go. Here's Williams.
One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with a late touchdown, no time remains, but they will go for two here to try to make this a touch more respectable.
2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.